welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and as well Aquarius Rising weekly general tarot reading July 5th up until July 11th, 2021. And for more content such as a free readings, giveaway, live streams, and of course to make sure you don't miss the weekly general tarot readings, subscribe for the YouTube channel, and also make sure you do hit the notification bell. And if you are interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So moving straight away to the Aquarius reading of the week, and the first card you do have Aquarius, that is going to be the Justice, followed by the second one, which stands as the Nine of Cups. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Eight of Wands, followed by the fourth one, which is the Ten of Swords, and the last card of your spread, that is going to be the Three of Cups. So it seems that you are going to go out of your character a little bit throughout the week, and not in a bad way though. Out of the character, I mean that you are going to consider, and many of you are going to do what you are consider, but I will start that way. You are going to consider some moves, either career-wise or either relationship-wise, that are a little bit more risky and bold than you are used to, I would say it that way. And by the way, a hint here is that those moves are going to produce a desired results, should you be brave enough to do them. But starting up here the week with the Justice card that we do have, well, Justice card could manifest in many ways, but in just the grand scheme of things, it does mean that just law and order are going to be set in place for the very early stages of the week, and whatever you have performed into the previous week and you are expecting certain results, rewards, say, you know, payback, appreciation, etc., etc., these rewards are going to be reciprocal to your performance into the previous week. So hopefully you did a really good job into the week 28 up until the 4th of 28th of June up until the 4th of July 2021. But also what Justice here speaks about, it is that at the early stages of the week, everything is going to be set in place, and there won't be any, how can I say, there won't be any oppression from the environment, like being squeezed by your relationship, say, or being oppressed by your career also. And you will have that astute discernment of a time management, and while you do so, you also are going to happen to be very accountable to your actions, and thus it seems that you are going to be in such a state that you are to leave nothing unattended. So you ain't gonna give those around you an excuse to criticize you for anything about. And as you do kind of like being on all places at all time, doing your job and doing it in a very good fashion, Seven of Cups kind of manifests, and Seven of Cups is a card considered as a mother's dream for her children. Are they fantasies or seeds growing? Yet remains to be of knowing. And this is the moment where that bold move of your behalf is going to start dwelling into your mind. Because to me here, Seven of Cups represents an opening for you that for many of you is going to seem way too good to be true, and that, by the way, is going to be true thing. So the guidance of the Seven of Cups, or how you best can proceed forward, it is that while the opening it's amazing and truly is, one has to be cautious and one has to be grounded with their actions moving forward. What was I about to say? Because what happens here is that while it's true that you are shielded from irreversible mistake that you can do, in other words, even if you do a wrong move here at the very early stages of the week, you will have the luxury of correction, so that the whole thing is going to bounce you back and you get to try it again. but that will be accompanied with a disappointment. And so is it really necessary that you do disappoint yourself before you try it in the right way possible? And that's why here, when the opening happens, it is best if you do take your time to consider a rather accurate strategy or appropriate strategy that is. But regardless of the case, right after the opening, the Eight of Wands manifest, and this is where the routine, or rather like the environment, speeds up into dynamic. And that opening, or an opportunity, let's call it an opportunity, is going to start throwing you options available. And this is where the preparation here that you made with the strategy of the Seven of Cups, I'm sorry, is going to play a vital role. Now, Eight of Wands, the little brother of the Wheel of Fortune, throws you out an opportunities, and it seems that you are on the top of the world having all these options available. The difference, Wheel of Fortune, you can get away with anything. Eight of Wands, not that much. Some of these opportunities are simply not meant for you, and you have to face those opportunities with a clear-headed mind. You have to be objective, accurate, grounded about them, because otherwise you risk to shoot out into an opportunities that are not meant for you, and at the end being left empty-handed. Okay, not everything is going to work out, and for that reason, here at the mid stages of the week, you need to trust your perception and better judgment about what you can do and what you cannot do. And once you do so, the moment of action comes about in the late stages of the week, which is the moment of the Ten of Swords. And Ten of Swords here doesn't play a bad role at all. Ten of Swords is like a gateway, okay? It's like a door that you are to traverse, a door that it is just a one-way, it's a one-way doorway. And once you do make that act of yours or your decision of yours, there is no going back from it. And that's why the action is very bold. I can't say risky, but rather bold. The decision is kind of definitive. And once you do so, Ten of Swords usually preaches that once you do these acts or these decisions, a new dawn opens up into your life, or I would say life changes in a certain way. Usually Ten of Swords is related to denial of or denying bad fortune, and it's usually interpreted in a bad way because it does refer to drastic measures, drastic actions, drastic decisions as well. For example, letting go or breaking up a relationship that you are very invested in, realizing that it no longer makes you happy, okay? Or leaving up a job that you were quite successful at, but realizing this job is not going to offer you any growth anymore. So yeah, the card may refer to losing something, but it's going to be so you can embark a new dawn in your life. Here in your case, it only refers to the decision making or the action making, which are going to be definitive. There is no going back from them. So I hope you made your strategy there at the Seven of Cups in a very accurate, or rather like, yeah, I would say that way, accurate fashion. And right after you traverse that doorway here, Aquarius, Three of Cups manifests for you. And that is the moment where you are going to see the very early stages of the results of your efforts. And that will be the sign that you did the right thing. That is going to be the sign that, you know, whatever you have strived for here, the mother's dream for her children that you had, they're actually very, very possible. The work is far from done, okay? The endeavor is far from over. But with the Three of Cups aside from the results that you are going to have, also that card gathers up a society, if I may say it that way. What it means in your case, well, it means that your good fortune is going to be shared with those around you. You can expect a lot of cooperative work here and a lot of a shared vision. You are to be accoladed, encouraged for your actions, and also into your more intimate relationships, you can expect the flow of emotions in between you and your partner or partners, plural, is going to be less obstructed than before. Three of Cups, it is the moment where you may decide that you want to, how can I say, engage, or rather like a commit in a more deeper levels. Three of Cups may be the moment where you do see, it's not like the light of the end of the tunnel, but you do see that what you did was the right thing for you to do, the right decision for you to make, and thank God that there is no going back from it. So with that being said, Aquarius, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, July 5th up until July 11th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it. And just my advice to you by looking at those cards is don't rush yourself through, you know, think very carefully what you are to do with all these options available. And also, while at the start this opening or this opportunity may seem too good to be true, and 2 hours later it will seem very accomplishable, don't throw yourself in straight away prematurely, but think very carefully what is going to be your strategy to accomplish it. And yeah, hopefully we're going to see each other around, and until then, bye.